let's talk about HR, because wow, it is going through a massive shift right now. We're moving away from, the administrative, process-driven function and into a role that's way more strategic and totally data-powered. And the engine behind this whole transformation, it's a brand new kind of artificial intelligence. Okay, let's get into it. I mean, for years, HR has been kind of buried in manual tasks, right? Think about the hours and hours spent sifting through resumes or wrestling with these crazy complex spreadsheets just to find one little trend. And by the time you found it, the insights were probably delayed, already out of date. Now, compare that to the AI-assisted way. We're talking automated screening, instant data visualizations, and real-time analytics. And look, this isn't just about being faster. It's about fundamentally shifting from being reactive to being truly, truly strategic.
All right, so what is this technology that's driving all this change? Well, I want you to meet your new creative partner, generative AI. And seriously, try to think of it less like some complex, scary algorithm and more like a super practical tool you can start using like every single day. So at its core, generative AI or GenAI creates new original content. This is totally different from older AI that just, classifies or predicts things. GenAI actually produces stuff. It can write a whole job description for you, summarize survey feedback, or even draft a business report. It's not just a calculator. It's more like a collaborator. And this right here, this quote just brilliantly illustrates the core idea we're talking about. This is not about replacement. It's about a powerful partnership. The AI handles that first draft, the initial analysis, and then the human professional, that's you, provides the context, the nuance, and the final judgment. It's the best of both worlds. And look, this didn't just happen overnight. If you think back, in the early 2000s, we got automation for things like payroll. Then, in the 2010s, we started getting predictive analytics to help us forecast trends. And now, here we are in the 2020s, and we've officially entered the generative era. This is where AI becomes a true partner in not just creating content, but in making strategic decisions. Okay, so theory is great, but let's actually see this thing in action, right? We're going to take a super common HR problem and just watch how AI can turn raw data into a clear, actionable plan in literally minutes. So imagine you're the HR analyst and you're looking at this data. What jumps out immediately? Right, the sales department has a turnover rate of 28%. That's more than double any other department. Now, in the past, digging into the why behind that number, that could take weeks of work. Now, here's the secret, and this is really important. The key to getting a great result from AI isn't really the AI itself, it's the prompt you give it. You can't just say, summarize this. You have to give the AI a role, a clear task, and a specific format you want back. You're not just a user anymore, you're more like a director. And boom, here's the magic. In just seconds, the AI connects dots a human might miss at first. It doesn't just see the obvious thing, the link between sales high turnover and their low engagement. It actually digs deeper and finds this powerful counterstory right there in your own data. The IT department has really high engagement that directly correlates with their strong training programs. So think about that. The AI didn't just diagnose the problem, it found a proven internal blueprint for the solution. So, here's the bottom line. We've gone from a messy, raw data set to a clear, strategic action plan in just a few moments. And it's targeted, it's measurable, and it's based on a model that was already working inside your own company. This is what we mean when we say putting your analytics on autopilot. Okay, this all sounds fantastic, I know. But with great power comes great responsibility, right? This technology is an incredibly powerful tool, so we absolutely have to talk about the most important part of this whole equation, the human in the loop.
And this is the question that every single HR professional has to be asking themselves. Just because the AI can do something doesn't mean it should. That technological capability, it has to be balanced against our human values and our ethical duties. Look, AI can find patterns, for sure, but it can't understand fairness or context. That's our job.
And that's exactly why these three principles are completely non-negotiable. First, fairness, to make sure our tools aren't just perpetuating old biases. Second, transparency, so employees actually know how decisions are being made. And third, accountability, which means a human is always responsible for the final outcome. The AI supports, it advises, it never, ever replaces human judgment. So, where does all of this leave us? Well, the future of HR isn't about making a choice between technology and people, not at all. It's about blending the two. It's about leading with both data and with heart. This new world,
It definitely requires a new blend of skills. And yes, of course, you need digital fluency and the ability to interpret data. But honestly, your human skills, things like ethical judgment and emotional intelligence, they become even more valuable. Why? Because those are the skills that simply can't be automated.
I think this quote really just sums it all up perfectly. Your value in the future isn't going to come from doing what the AI can do. No way. It's going to come from taking the insights the AI provides and then turning them into wise, empathetic, and strategic actions for your people. Your role is being elevated, not replaced. So I'm going to leave you with this one question. The tools are here. The opportunity is massive. This is your chance to really move beyond the paperwork and become that strategic leader your organization needs you to be. So, how are you going to get started?